Right now, we want to spend a little bit of time talking about COVID variants and just how exactly they work. So you've probably heard phrases like genome sequencing and mutations a lot more in recent weeks. That's because of the Delta variant being discovered, and then now, of course, this new thing we're talking about.
That's because of the recent discovery, yes, of the Omicron variant. Not much is known yet about this mutation, including just how contagious it is or whether it is more dangerous than the Delta variant.
As of now, most Omicron cases around the world have resulted in mild symptoms. We certainly hope it stays that way. And to learn more about how viruses mutate and create new variants, we had a conversation earlier today with Dr. Jennifer Surtees.
She's an associate professor with UB's Department of Biochemistry. She gave us a lesson in how viruses operate, explaining that each time a virus spreads, it makes several copies of itself. And there's a small chance that it makes an error in the copy, which she said is similar to a typo.
Those typos are what we call mutations, or changes in the genetic material, the genomic sequence. And as I said, this happens in our own cells with our genomes. It happens in the virus, again, at a low probability, but every time the virus replicates, there's some probability that it will make a mistake. And over time, this virus has accumulated many different changes to its genetic sequence or its genome. Many of those changes don't affect the virus at all. They don't affect how it makes us sick. They don't affect whether or not the virus can do what it wants to do. But there are some mutations. We've heard a lot about mutations in the spike protein in particular. There are mutations that make the virus more transmissible or more virulent or more able to evade our immune response.
While scientists are learning more about it, the advice really is the same as it's been for a while now. Get vaccinated, wear a mask, social distancing, all those things that people don't really want to do or hear about. But again, it's still important.
And she stressed earlier today, too, if you've been vaccinated, get the booster. Because the thought right now, even though there's a lot they don't know, but the thought is that the booster may provide you that extra layer of protection that will help against something like this new mutation. So still a couple of weeks from full answers, though. I know it's frustrating for people.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah.